Hello! Welcome to Critical Recap. I'm Dani Carr, and I'm here to catch you up on the latest episode of Critical Role. You can also catch up with the Critical Role podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and Google. Make sure to check out critroll.com for cool merch and information on events like Gen Con and more. Now, here's what happened on episode 67, Beyond the Eyes of Angels. Jester takes one of the celestial skulls and places it in the haversack to potentially talk to later. Nott sneaks into the chamber, where she's quickly caught by a spider web. She attempts to warn the Nine of the webs, but the noise she makes and the party's attempts to free her alerts a multitude of huge spiders to surround them, including an enormous mama spider. The group fights off the creatures, with an impressive nat 20 from Nott killing the mama spider in one round and saving Caleb from her pincers.
I did not think that was gonna happen.
Me neither.
Sorry, man.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I want to say, get off my spider! You other spider! No, I don't have anything.
That's the line.
The Nine finish off the rest of the spiders, noticing egg sacs. A polymorphed spider Caleb finds a large key, giving it to Jester, and then burning up a particularly huge egg sac. The key fits into the lattice gate, which holds a corridor filled with unnatural mist. Nott continues asking about her flask, and the party tries to convince her how much better she is without booze. They head into the mist chamber, unable to see the floor. They get to the end of the hallway and discover a staircase spiraling down. The party heads down, Ford leading the way, barely able to see due to the mist, though light spells from Clay and Caleb help a little bit. A step under Ford gives a little as a hum begins to fill the air. Something has been triggered, and the group tries to move faster down the staircase. A mist monster attacks and vanishes as the hum charges, sending an electric blast through the mist and electrocuting the party. They run even faster now, trying to make their way to the floor. Bo leaps down, using slow fall to land safely, and finds a metallic column with a blue crackle of energy on top, along with a locked door. Ford jumps down, Misty stepping to the bottom as both Jester and Caleb polymorph themselves into eagles. Jester helps everyone get down to the ground safely as the mist monster continues to attack. Bo finds a small alcove with a sparking metal inside. She pulls it out and the machine powers down.
As your hand touches it and you wrench it free from the inside and pull it out.
12, thank you, sorry.
You pull it out from the center. You see sparks of energy spiraling outward, and immediately the crystal goes.
Bo finds an oval opening in the door, which the key from earlier unlocks. The party continues to deal with the mist monster as Bo and Ford investigate the new chamber. A door is on the other side of the octagonal room, with two open pits on the sloped floor, in the middle of which sits a bird bath-like pillar. Chains are attached to the walls, and the pits are filled with bodies. The party makes it into this chamber, and the door closes, locking them in, but keeping the mist monster out. Clay notices that the bodies give off an undead aura, and the room is covered in long-dried blood. They inspect the pillar as the bodies begin to stir. The party fights off the zombies, noticing that some drop a glowing heart after their bodies are destroyed.
You reach out and catch it.
Oh, you did?
And you looked for a second, it's the heart of the creature. And it squishes in your hand, but it also kind of cracks a little bit. It's super dry, but it has this kind of faint warmth to it, and it's kind of just sitting there in your hand with this very, very, very pale glow.
They realize that they need to put the glowing hearts on the pillar, and a long battle ensues as most of the hearts don't glow. Finally, the party manages to collect 3 hearts and place them in the grooves on the pillar, which opens the other door, leading to a huge cavern. There is a small landing and an iron bridge that extends into darkness over a huge chasm. The cavern is dark and eerily silent, and as Caleb begins casting the dome, Bo drops a ball bearing over the edge to see how far down it goes as voices permeate the air.
You don't hear an impact. Instead, you hear 1, 12, hundreds of whispering voices, all merging and gathering, filling the entire chamber for a moment.
Bo manages to shake off the creepy voices, and the party decides to rest, sending a message to Oban, who tells them to be careful and that he wouldn't want them spoiled. Nott's loud desire for whiskey causes the voices to rise again, permeating through the bubble and causing Nott, Yasha, and Bo to go catatonic for a round. Caleb ties a string around everyone's finger to keep them together as Bo gives Nott her wineskin before the party attempts to get some rest. That is it for episode 67. But is that really it? I have some thoughts. Holy shit, y'all! Matt is outdoing himself with this creepy as fuck dungeon. This episode was full of fighting and terror, and I still haven't recovered. Props to Bo for figuring out how to turn off that awful electric crystal, and Sweet Eagle Jester for making sure everyone got down safely. That room full of zombies and those voices in the chasm are going to give me nightmares for weeks. And what the hell did Oban mean by spoiled? The horrors just don't seem to be ending anytime soon. Oh, Mighty Nein. Anyway, catch episode 68 on Thursday, June 20th at 7 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/Critical Role or on our podcast a week later, and stay tuned to critroll.com for all the latest updates. Hey y'all! Thanks for watching this episode of Critical Recap. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that little bell below to get notifications on all our uploads. Bye!